All right. Here we go, back again on the other side of the coin. All right, welcome back to the other side of the coin, ladies and gentlemen. Look at the scenes outside the stadium at St. Petersburg. This is going to be one incredible match, ladies and gentlemen. It is absolutely snowing. I think someone said it was something around minus 13 degrees. That's what the condition's going to be like. And we've got a lot of players out. So Thomas Tuchel indicated that there's going to be a lot of rotation, ladies and gentlemen. So strap yourself in for an incredible match, incredible lineup. I mean, it gives the opportunity for others to showcase their talent for this particular match. Look, we're not going to spend too much time on the lineup because if you've missed out the particular stream earlier today where I had All You Can Eat Chelsea here on the other side of the coin, we went through the lineup, and I'll put the link and description in the comments below. So do check that out, and I'll show you a little bit of clips there. So do make sure you check out the lineup over there because that's pretty much the lineup I'm going to have as well. But today, we're going to talk about, for this particular match, some of the key components that was talked about in the press conference. So I'm just going to bring up the particular updates. So first of all, players that are out, ladies and gentlemen: Trevor Chalobah, Ben Chilwell, N'Golo Kante, Jorginho, Mateo Kovacic. Jorginho, apparently there seems to be a back injury, and that just shows that he's been carrying an injury and he's been playing, and he needs rest. Jorginho needs a rest. He's been non-stop, not just for Chelsea Football Club, but for Italy as well. So this particular player needs some break ASAP. He's out. Mateo Kovacic, yesterday we reported that he's back and he's returned, but it's been reported that he's got that disease that I can't name on YouTube. He's now going to be out again for a little bit of time. He's going to have to isolate. So we're definitely not going to see him for Zenit. We most probably, in fact, 100%, we're not going to see him against Leeds. Then we'll see what happens next week. Hopefully he recovers and he comes back with a negative test. N'Golo Kante, he's still out, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, Thomas Tuchel was asked about this in the press conference, and he was positive. He was like, look, it's not like we're super cautious. We want him to play. N'Golo Kante himself is cautious about his body and whatnot, but when he plays, we want him to play at his utmost best level. So, look, I don't know what's going on. I'm not really sure when he's going to be back. It was, Thomas Tuchel said he was going to be back like last week or something like that, and now he's not around even till today. So whether he's going to be back for Leeds, I'm not really sure, to be honest. I'm not even sure. I think it was an ankle injury, but I'm not sure exactly when the return date is. We know with Ben Chilwell it's a long-term injury, and with Trevor Chalobah, there's some good news. Apparently, he should be back for the Everton game next week. Whether it's in the bench, whether it's training or whatnot, he should be back. The hamstring injury is not as bad as we first initially thought. Okay, next up, we want to talk about all the different sort of quotes that Thomas Tuchel sort of talked about. There's a huge chance we rest some players versus Zenit St. Petersburg. So as I said, 5 of those players, you can already see we don't have a midfield. Sorry, here we go. We don't have a midfield. N'Golo Kante, Jorginho, and Mateo Kovacic. So you can already tell who's going to be in midfield. It's going to be Ruben Loftus-Cheek and Ross Barkley. I don't think there is any other option out there for us in midfield. If we're thinking Saul's going to play left wing back, which is quite probable because I don't think Alonso is just going to keep playing matches after matches after matches. So I think there's a high chance we're going to see Ross Barkley and Ruben Loftus-Cheek in the middle. And there's going to be other changes as well. And this is what Thomas Tuchel goes on to say off the back of this, is that the game tomorrow is not the problem being overloaded. It's more the game on Saturday. And then he continues on to say, if we have a long trip, the lineup affects Saturday. If the players played the match before, this is daily business. It gets uncomfortable when you have key players out for too long. So there you go, ladies and gentlemen. Thomas Tuchel is pretty much telling us, expect a lot of changes. Even in the back line, I don't expect Rudiger to play. I don't expect Silva to play. Silva's been playing a lot of games. Chalobah obviously is not there. So already you can tell what the lineup is going to be in the back line. Christensen has to play because we don't have any other bodies. Azpilicueta has to play in the RCB role. Malang Sarr has to play in the LCB role because, or else these players will just, they'll die. They'll suffocate because too many games they've been playing. Rudiger has been non-stop, even for Germany. Silva, as I said, been playing a lot of games for Chelsea. So the back line, you can tell what's going to happen there. Kepa is probably going to come on. Mendy needs a bit of mental break, I think. He just needs to step away from everything. Too many mistakes happening in recent times. So it will be ideal that Mendy gets a bit of rest and Kepa comes in. And then up front, players like maybe Mason Mount, who's had back-to-back games against Watford and West Ham, may see coming off the bench perhaps this game. Someone like Callum Hudson-Odoi could probably start because he hasn't started the last couple of games. Lukaku, is he ready? That's the thing. I don't know if he's ready to start. Thomas Tuchel still believes this particular player is not ready. And I don't want him to start if he's not ready. And he looks a bit, heavy. That ankle injury obviously means that he could not train. So he put on a bit of weight. So he needs to get back to peak fitness again. And then up front, do you use Werner? Do you use Havertz? Yeah, they're going to get a chance. If it's Werner, he's going to get a chance again to impress. Ziyech might get a start here because at the end of the day, we need to start someone. We need to take this game seriously. We need to still win in order to come first. If we don't win this and Juventus goes on to win it, they come first. And then that would mean we're going to face someone very difficult in the next round. And we don't want that. We want to make sure that we come first in the group and we face a reasonable side for the second round, and hopefully we can get through. If we end up facing the likes of, a Bayern Munich or a Real Madrid, I think we can take Real Madrid, but the Real Madrid this season is a bit different with Vinicius Jr. They're looking very, very good. Next up, what I want to talk about is Saul Niguez, ladies and gentlemen. This is what Thomas Tuchel had to say about Saul. He's one of the guys who needs minutes. He's always in our thinking. He struggles a bit with intensity. He's a bit unlucky in all three high-intensity games above the average. That does not suit his main qualities. Look, I'm a bit baffled by that particular commentary from Thomas Tuchel in the sense that he struggles a bit with intensity. He's a bit unlucky in all three high-intensity games above the average. That does not suit his main qualities. So high intensity does not suit your main qualities? I'm a bit worried. If that's the case, you're going to struggle in the Premier League. Premier League is all about high intensity. It's all about pressing. It's all about big-time tackling. Is Thomas Tuchel pretty much saying he does not suit, he's made a conclusion that he perhaps does not suit the Premier League? Because which particular team in the Premier League is actually going to let you breathe? No one. Even the struggling Premier League teams will go at you 100 miles an hour. And the fact that he's saying that, perhaps this is a game that he could be played, it kind of gives me the impression that Champions League, not as intense as the Premier League. So this is quite big in terms of Saul Niguez's future at Chelsea Football Club. It's quite damning, to be honest. If you're not going to be up for the intensity, then you're gonna suffocate. Thomas Tuchel, in regards to our overall play in recent times, we need to step up in details, do our details to our standards, and we need to do this in the highest level and relentlessly, no matter the occasion. This is very, very important, ladies and gentlemen. I don't think our game has been too bad. I think it's more about the details, as Thomas Tuchel was saying. Individual mistakes, if we can just stop that, and we've been very, very good over the past 12 months under Thomas Tuchel. There were games here and there where we had individual mistakes, but in the last few games, there's been quite a few. So if we can just stop that, go back to how things were, I think we should be absolutely fine. It's not alarm bells yet. It's not panic stations. It's not like we're not, we don't have a philosophy. We don't have a style. We don't know what we're doing. We definitely know what we're doing. It's more the fact that just stop the mistakes. And as Thomas Tuchel said, we need to step up in details, do our details to our standard, and we need to do this on the highest level and relentlessly, no matter the occasion. So for me, that's very, very important. Now, as I said, in terms of the lineup, ladies and gentlemen, we had this lineup earlier today, where all you can eat Chelsea crew were on my channel, The Other Side of the Coin. Do check this out, where we went through the lineup. As you can see, the front three, we've got it as Lukaku, Ziyech, Callum, and we go on and we build a particular team. So do give that a particular watch, ladies and gentlemen. That pretty much wraps us up. Look, it's quite straightforward, this particular game, ladies and gentlemen. We win, we come first. If we drop points and Juventus win, well, Juventus comes first. But it's very important, as Thomas Tuchel said, that some of the players get a bit of rest. It's so important. We've gone to Russia. We're going to be back on Thursday morning. Thursday is probably going to be recovery. Friday is probably going to be training. And then Saturday, it's game time. So you get one training session. You have to have a recovery after this particular game. And it's vital that some of these players get some rest. It's only normal. If we are going to be somewhat, harmed or somewhat sort of affected by this midweek game, we have to make sure that players are rested and ready for that Leeds game, because Leeds, as Thomas Tuchel said, will have all week to prepare for this, and we're literally going to get a day to prepare for that. So some of the players are going to get rested. I'm pretty certain. Don't be surprised of the lineup. Don't be upset with the lineup. It is what it is. We have to juggle things. We've got a lot of injuries to deal with as well. So let's see the boys, the fringe players, can do the job. Ladies and gentlemen, let me know what your thoughts are for this upcoming match. How are you feeling about it? What's your lineup? And do you think we can do the job against Zenit, regardless of who plays? Please smash the like button if you're here for the first time. Subscribe, hit the bell notification to stay in touch with all my content. Make sure you check out the lineup, the predicted lineup in the video that we did earlier on with Yunus and Matisse. 100% check that out. The link is in the description, and it will also be somewhere in the cards here. Do make sure to give that a viewing and let us know. Until next time. See ya.